and I have everything ready. I'm just going to start your reading for lovely Libra. So the first card you have your past is the Knight of Wands. Yes, what I'm seeing, quite often this is about running in and out without thinking, fire, passion, rushing in, lovers coming in and then coming out again, all of that I shouldn't say that. Yes. What I'm seeing here is I'm seeing regret, actually. This is quite sad. You regret something. This is something that you made some sort of decision in your more distant past, I'm seeing. You made this decision quite quickly. This is what I'm seeing. And yes, this was in your more distant past. You made a kind of a quick, hasty decision. And don't be angry, but I'm seeing that you regret this decision, and maybe you haven't told anyone that you regret this decision. That's what I'm seeing. So you're keeping this to yourself, the fact that you regret something. That's what I'm seeing. There could have been some sort of opposition to this decision you made at the time that this was happening. And so because there was a lot of opposition to this decision you made, at this time you don't want to kind of admit that, because you didn't want to hear people say, I told you so, that kind of thing, because that's what people do. They might have tried to talk you out of it at the time, and you were determined that you wanted to do this, and now that you look back, you're thinking, you were thinking at this time, oh, I wish I hadn't have done that, and I'd like to kind of reverse that, or go back, or change things to the way they were before I made that decision, something like that. But you can't tell people because of this, or you couldn't at this time, you couldn't tell people because you didn't want to face the music kind of thing. So you're trying to keep this to yourself, and you're trying to actually work out how you could sort this out, or try to reverse this decision yourself, all by yourself. This is something that's been going on in your head. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have your past is the Nine of Wands. So yes, you could have been feeling like, even though there were people against you, against this decision that you were regretting, this one that you'd made a long time ago. Also, now that you've made this decision, that you made it, and you're at the other side of this decision, there are people around you, or there were at this time, who were happy after you've made the decision. So it was like you're kind of in between the two things at this time. It's like you wanted to go back inside your head, but if you admitted that, some people would be saying, oh, I told you so. But also you had some people, or a person, one specific person I'm seeing, who wouldn't be happy if you went back on this. So this might be someone who you're in a relationship with. It might not be. It might be someone close to you at this time. And if you said to them, no, I'm going to go backwards and do this and reverse this decision, or go back on it, they might not like that as well. So you're kind of caught between these two people. And I'm seeing I often see this in your readings. I see these two groups trying to influence you. I see a lot of people around you trying to influence you, and they kind of cloud your mind so that it's very difficult for you to make up your own mind on things. That's what I see quite often in your readings. And I'm seeing that, instead of worrying about what other people think, if this is resonating with you, try to get away from thinking about what other people say or what other people think. And yes, of course, you need to think about impacting on other people when you make decisions, especially if you're in a relationship, or if you have children or family or someone like that. Of course, you have to think about how this is going to impact on other people. But if people are trying to influence you for their own gain, or they just want to manipulate you, or they just want you to do what they think is the right thing for their sake, you have to think about yourself. Ultimately, this is your life. This is your life. You have to think about what you would like to do yourself, for yourself. Think about what you want. That's what I'm seeing there. The last card you have your past is Death. So yes, this is a message to you. So I know this is in your past, but I'm seeing, if you're still going through this, try to stop going backwards and forwards with this decision. It's like, I want to go back. I want to go back to how it was. I regret this. I want to change this. I want to move back, or go back, or whatever this is. And then you have this, oh, if I go back, then this will be wrong, and this person will be disappointed, they won't like me, and they whatever this. So you're weighing up all these things, and I know this is what you like to do. I know this is what Libra does. They weigh everything up very carefully. But a decision has to be made. You have to make a decision at some time. You can't be sitting there doing that forever and ever. And, you know, you're going to either have to go back or you're going to have to stay as you are. That's how it's going to be. You can't, if you're not moving on this, you're staying as you are. That's your decision. So if you do regret this and you want to go back, then do it. Do something about this. That's what I'm seeing. This is really stressing me because I like to kind of just do things. And if you make this decision by yourself, and it's your own decision, it's 100% your own decision, this is really going to transform your confidence, and this is going to help you to make more decisions and do more things that you want, not what other people want, excuse me, I'm stuttering my words, not what other people want, what you want, and that's going to help your confidence. And I think that, don't be angry with me, but I think that there is probably a little bit of a lack of a confidence there. And that's why people feel that you can be manipulated, that they can influence you. So once you make your own decisions and grow on your own, do your own thing, do what's right for you, and you're strong and you stand strong on that, people are going to see that and they're going to be thinking, oh, maybe I can't influence this person, maybe I won't try to boss them around or whatever this is. So think about that as well. Think about that as well. The first card you have for your present is the Page of Swords. Yes, again, this page looks like he's trying to fight. He has his sword up. It's covered by a flower, but you have to take my word for it. He has his sword up. He's like trying to fight. He's thrashing his sword all over the place. But he's in the wind. He's not really in total control of what he's doing. He's like the wind's blowing his hair around and it's coming at him. The clouds are blowing around and the trees are blowing around. So you're really trying to stand up in the face of this opposition, but you're being blown around all over the place like the wind. You're kind of, someone blows a candle and you're kind of flickering around. You're not strong. You're not standing there strong. You're trying to. You have a sword, but you're not able to do that at this time. And this is about, keep your sword up. Keep guarding yourself from all of these outside influences. And this page is alone. Look at him. He's on a hill. So you might have people trying to influence you, blow you around all over the place. You need to stand firm with your sword. You need to stand up there by yourself on your hill. You need to make this decision by yourself. He is by himself. That's how you need to be. So try to get your sword, cut out all of these people. I'm not saying you have to completely cut them out of your life, but try, at least say to them, look, I'm not going to listen to you. I need to make my own decision. Please do not talk about this. I'm going to be by myself making my decision. I'm getting deja vu here because I've seen this happen before in your readings. I've seen it happen before where you have a lot of people trying to force their opinions, force their ideas on you. I've been here before with you. So please, please try. Stand on your own with your sword and make your decision. The next card you have here present is the King of Swords. So you have even more swords. Here you are. Here's another sword for you. Yes, even though you have all of this going on, you have a lot of stress around you. You have to make this decision. You have to deal with whoever this is. You still have a lot of practical work you need to do. You have a lot of, not just in the workplace, you have a lot of work in your workplace, I'm seeing, but you have a lot of practical things you need to do. So I'm seeing you kind of trying to run around doing these things, fixing things. Maybe you have to get your car fixed and this fixed and something else fixed up. I'm seeing what you're going to be doing is, or what you are doing is, you're saying to yourself, oh, well, I know I have to make this decision. I have to deal with this difficult thing, but I'm going to put it aside for the moment because I have to deal with this, and I have to drive here, and I have to get this fixed, and I have to make this phone call, and I have to go to this person's dinner, and I have to go to this thing, and then I have to... Yes, of course you always have to do all of these things. There are always things you have to do that are in front of you, stopping you from doing something you don't want to do. It's like that with everybody. It's like if I want to go on a diet and I say to myself, I'm going to eat fruit and vegetables every day and I'm going to go on a strict diet. But, oh, tomorrow I have to go to a birthday party and I want to eat cake, so I won't go then. And then on Wednesday, I'm going out to lunch with my friends, so I won't do it then. And then on Friday, I know somebody always brings chocolate into the office, so I won't do it then. I'll wait until the weekend. And then the weekend comes, oh no, it's the weekend, I'll wait until Monday. And it goes on and on like that. This is what it's going to be like with this decision if you let these little things get in your way. Please make this decision. The last card you have, your present, is the Four of Cups. So yes, I'm seeing you feeling quite alone at this time, very alone, maybe feeling as if nobody would understand what you're going through. And I can understand why. I can understand why you're feeling like that, because you do have this kind of worrying about this "I told you so" brigade coming up to you and telling you that you should have listened to them and all of that kind of thing. And nobody wants to hear that. No, and there's no point in people saying that anyway. Saying "I told you so" is like, what's the point of that? So what? It's done now. There's no point in doing that. Anyway, so yes, I'm seeing that. Yes, you might be dealing with this on your own, and I'm seeing that you might also be trying to think about who you can confide in. You might be trying to get this off your chest and try and get some other kind of input into this decision. So, and you're still feeling this regret, I'm seeing as well at this time. So you've got a lot of this going on around you, and you might be feeling like you're totally by yourself. So I'm seeing there's someone who can help you around you. Yes, I am seeing there is someone you can trust. There's someone you can trust. I'm actually seeing this is a woman. This could be an older woman. This could be an older relative. This is someone who this is actually someone who's quite straight-laced, and by that I mean someone who has a very high morals. They have strict rules about what you should do, what you shouldn't do. You know, it's like a motherly figure, like someone who, don't come home late, tie up your shoelaces, don't do that, don't swear, don't, you know, all of this kind of thing. So you might think this person isn't the right person to speak to. You might think, oh, they're so strict, they're so morally upstanding, they would never ever understand what I have to say. My problems are quite bad, or whatever it is. They'll think of me differently. They'll never approve. They won't understand. You know, I don't need a big Mother Teresa telling me what to do. I need a friend who's on my side. That might be what you're thinking. But actually, this person is not going to judge you. That's what I'm seeing. You've really misunderstood this person. This person is not going to judge you. Don't discount this person. They have a lot of wisdom. This person can help you. And I'm not saying they're going to have an agenda. They're not going to. They might appear that way on the surface, but actually they're very, very open-minded. And the fact that they care about you overrides everything. This person cares about you, so they're not going to come around judging you because they care about you. So think about that. They might put on this front of, oh, that's terrible and this is right and this is wrong, but they care about you, so they're not going to come and judge you. So that's what I'm seeing. So if this resonates and you can think about who this is, try to reach out to this person. Because I'm seeing that, I'm looking at this and there's a hand coming out with a cup. So this person wants to help you. This person's there for you. But you might have your eyes shut and your head down. You might be discounting this person and you might say, no, I'll deal with this by myself. If you know who this is, don't do this. Go and speak to this person. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your future is the Two of Swords. Look at this poor woman. She's sitting there. She has her two swords, one there, one there. She's blindfolded. She can't go forward because she has this decision to make. This whole reading has been about this decision, and I can't help it. I'm sorry about that. I know it's specific. It's not going to resonate with everyone, of course, or many people maybe, because this is very specific. But I'm seeing this all through your reading. So this is something that's very important. It has to go out to someone. So I'm seeing at this time you're still going to be stuck on this decision. You're still going to be weighing things up, but you can't move forward. There are a lot of things you can't do because you have this decision in the way of you moving forward. So this woman is sitting there. She has one sword on one side, one sword on the other side. She's thinking, will I go this way? Will I go that way? I don't know, but I'm blindfolded, so I can't see where I need to go unless I make this decision. So please, again, make this decision. The next card you have for your future is the Ace of Swords. This is the reading of swords. So yes, I'm seeing this is what I'm seeing with this card. You're being very productive at this time. You're going to be very productive at this time. Your intellect is very high. Your mind is going to be very powerful. Your mind is going to be very clear when it comes to your work. That's what I'm seeing. You're a very intelligent person, so I don't know why you don't make this decision. But anyway, I'm not going to pick on you. Yes, your mind is clear on your work, or it's going to be at this time. And this is what I see quite a lot in your readings. Not quite a lot, but sometimes I do. But sometimes you're very clear in one area, or you're doing very well in one area, but the other one's suffering. So I'm seeing here your work's going to go very well. You're on top intellectually. You're going to go very well in your work. You're clear-minded. You know what you have to do. You're going to be moving forward, doing what you need to do. Everything's going to go very well. But in your personal life, because this is a personal decision, that's going to be the opposite. You're not going to be clear. Obviously, you have this decision to make. So I see there's these two sides to the sword. There's this personal life side and there's the work life side. Well, one's working, the other one's not working. And then when the other one's working, the other one's not working. That's what I'm seeing happening too in your future. But this is a decision that you're making. It's not working because you're not making this decision. So sorry, I keep on talking about this decision. I can't help it. The last card you have, your future, is the Page of Wands. So yes, again, you're really going to be shining at work, I'm seeing. And I'm seeing people looking up to you. Look at how this page is looking up to this wand. You're going to be very dynamic. You're going to be moving forward very quickly in your work. You're going to have people looking up to you. You're going to be shining. You're going to be fast at what you do. You're going to get things done very quickly. I'm seeing people learning from you at your workplace and in your work. And I'm seeing, you could actually be teaching people, or you could be training people in something. And if you're not doing this officially, you might be unofficially teaching people or training people because people are looking up to you. Now, also, your mind's going to be clear. Your mind's going to be sharp again. I'm seeing that again. And yes, very creative as well. I'm seeing you're going to be a very creative thinker at this time. So sharp, fast, creative and clear. So that's an amazingly powerful combination that's going to catapult you forward in your work. It's going to be amazing in your work. But because all of this is happening again, make sure this is not putting you off making this decision again in your personal life. You might be taken away by all this and you might be saying, oh, my work's going so well, I'm doing this, I'm so successful, I'm this and I'm that and I'm this. But you might be neglecting this decision in your personal life. So again, don't use these things to try and put off things you need to do in your life. I don't mean to put a negative on this really positive thing that's going on in your workplace, but you really do need to deal with this decision. That's what I keep seeing all through this reading. So Libra, I hope this resonated, but general readings can't always resonate with every single person. But again, if you like this reading, please please subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to, as I always say. And again, thank you so much for watching.